changed everything. The way I walk, the way I breathe. Will my fate shift into the night? But here I am, same old thing. Sinking deep, no ecstasy. Reality haunts the living mind. If I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same mistake. Darling, when you go away, it won't be as simple for you.
Yo guys, we are back for another weekly edition of the United Forum. I've got a lovely cast, Chainsaw, Ariam, Don Smoke, and we've got some more coming as well. But if you're new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, React and X. Smash the notification button for latest Manchester United Premier League news and the rest of it. In fact, we've got another member, man. Factos, buddy. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm all right, guys. How's everyone doing?
Factors.
How you doing, guys?
How's Eric 10 months?
Yeah.
We have a lot before everyone goes, because I know there's a lot of banter to be had on the stream today. So, but before we get into it, like Arian, man, we see the Liverpool jersey, man. We see Liverpool trophy. Win more than one title in 30 years. Okay, win more than one title in 30 years. Relax.
I'm going through it.
RDS.
Yeah.
6 years without a trophy, 10 years without a league title.
Chainsaw,
no, right now.
You'll pop off in a second.
Milner just came on in a Premier League match. We can't even do that right now.
You'll pop off
We
in a second.
We at least drew. They lost at home.
I'm so happy we didn't lose.
Anyway, guys, but if you need to shout, obviously you need to jump, blah, blah, blah. We've got a lot to talk about. We will be talking about Manchester United and Ten Hag's disaster.
What's there to talk about?
And Arnautovic, Rabiot, all the clown stuff related to that. We'll talk about Liverpool and Henderson and what's going on with them. We'll talk about City. We'll talk about, Haaland saying what's up, and also the banana.
Can we talk about Jared Bowen?
He wasn't the worst player in the weekend.
He was awful.
No, he wasn't that bad.
He was so bad.
We'll also be talking about Barcelona as well, and what's going on with that ridiculous club. So let's just get straight into it. I mean, obviously, I think me and Factos, we obviously had our venting session yesterday. So I think that it's fair that we at least initially take a back seat and say, well, pause for sure. Shout out to everyone in the comments as well. Sebastian, Matt, thank you for getting involved. Really appreciate it. Make sure you like the video. Shout out to SMB as well. Before we get into it, me and Factos had our say. I want the rival fans.
Yes, you need to bring Eddie here because.
Wait, RDS, how long was that session? Because I doubt there was much to talk about.
Oh, there was a lot to talk
There was
about.
a lot to talk about.
But like, remember what we were talking about yesterday when I said we shouldn't allow the board to veto the manager's decisions. Mm-hmm. This is what happens. This is what you guys were asking for. So I don't want to hear any meltdown from Man United.
RDS, hold on, RDS. Now, okay. I think, and you see the top I'm wearing, you see. So I'm not. It's weird. As a Liverpool fan, we've got into this weird position where we almost have a right to talk because we've been in the mud. So we could really discuss the mud more, I feel, than any other club. I feel like we are so experienced in the mud. Now, one of the things I wanted to bring up, and I have this on good record because I use the same source as every other Liverpool fan in terms of Grizz Khan gets the same source as everybody. It's a person in hospitality. It's the same source. Now, the point I'm trying to make is Nicola Barella doesn't want to come to Liverpool. I'm going to link this to Man United because in this social media era, if you speak to agents, whether it's ICM or just look at how things are moving in terms of who is moving where, look at how Roma are managing to get signings in with the way that they're making the welcome so fantastic for players.
Okay.
Right now, in this social media era, you need to go where you are loved. Trent Alexander-Arnold made a mistake in the final for us and came back to a bloody parade. That is what this scary social media era requires. Man United, a misplaced pass is getting me booed. My transfer value is my market value is going down. I'm depressed. I've got a therapist in Manchester, but I think Wan-Bissaka has got the same therapist as Luke Shaw. The only people eating in Man United right now, in Manchester right now, are therapists. They are eating.
Luke Shaw, bro. Luke Shaw is eating as well, man.
Relax.
What about the fans, though? You know, I'm coming to a point to think that.
Smoke. Let me just round up.
Look,
Because sorry, so I'll just say we've got a lot of people in the Zoom, so it's gonna have to be a little bit brief within different topics.
So my final point is that in this social media era, you need to make sure that it's as welcoming as possible to come to your football club. And Man United are getting a 0 out of 10. You are failing at that. That's my point.
Thank you for that point, Sam. Thank you for the point. Samasi, you wanted to say you had a point?
I wanted to say we boot our president, we boot our sport director, we boot Sane. Okay, it has to do with the mentality of these players. They're arrogant, they think they're better than they really are, and they really either don't care or really can't play football. It's just horrible to watch. It's like cancer for the eyes. Okay, it's just bad. And by the way, Ralph Rangnick, my German trainer, was right. Okay, I will defend this guy. Everybody was slating, he's bad that, he's bad this. He was right. You need to sell a lot of players. I swear, every time I see Maguire on the ball, I get scared. What he's gonna do. It's so bad. And I feel bad.
He looked good in Leicester, he looked good in Leicester. He really looked good. He used to carry the ball.
He didn't look good, man. Dejan Lovren looked good for one season at Southampton. I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
No, but Maguire used to drop the
system players. It's called system players. You put them in the system, they look good.
He plays well for England, and he's good. Yeah, so I get that.
But the issue is they're not Bayern Munich. Like Bayern Munich can boo their owners, can make change because they dominate that league. United can't do that over here. United can't bully a Man City. They can't bully a Liverpool. They can't bully a Chelsea.
They used
Unfortunately, they used to, but they can't anymore. They're no longer the big boys in the league. So you have to remove all those players, but it's going to be really hard. It's going to be a very long transition.
What's the contract situation? Who's coming out in 2023, 2024, 2025? We need structure to this conversation. Can you just give us that?
So let me break this down. So I don't know why you guys are saying that we haven't got rid of. We actually literally got rid of 8 players this season, man. This is why Man United fans are frustrated because we got rid of 8 and we only brought in 3. So the squad is very short. So
you just get rid of 8. Their contracts ran out. That's a different thing.
But we also sold 3 of them. Do you know what I mean?
Who have you sold?
Andreas, who was bowling with Henderson on Saturday. We sold him. And who else did we sell as well? It's just off of my head.
And
but
Pereira.
Pereira, and I can't remember who else we sold as well. Eric Bailly might go and that sort of thing. In terms of contracts that are expiring, this is my main issue because Rashford, Luke Shaw, Cristiano Ronaldo, and there's maybe 2 more players. They're coming up to the end of their contracts next season. So if the board renews their contracts, especially Shaw and Rashford, listen, man, I'm gonna go on loan, bro. Like,
bro, even for me, if the board renew Firmino, I'm going mad.
Firmino, guys.
Bro, that's another conversation. Let's focus on Man United.
Okay, yeah.
But you guys are on top. You're always finishing second and almost winning trophies.
Let's focus on Man
United.
United. We'll talk about
Firmino's not the issue.
Liverpool are the almost guys.
Klopp's the
issue.
When's Tuanzebe's contract running out?
Let me go to Michael, because Michael hasn't really spoken yet. So Michael, your just general thoughts on the United disaster class, and then I'll go around and I want people.
Michael, be nice to us, man. I saw you on Twitter, man.
Well, what do you want from? I didn't say anything. Fuck those. I'm just pointing out facts. That's what I'm doing. Fuck those.
Michael, man, don't kick a man when he's down, innit? Come on, man.
Well, you kind of have to, because that's what United fans did to Liverpool for 3 decades almost.
Listen, I was supporting you guys in Istanbul, man. I swear.
Oh shit! No, you weren't.
Yeah, I swear, I'm a month like 8-2. You beat Arsenal.
Bro, you were popping the champagne bottles at halftime, getting the parade ready for Milan.
I wasn't, bro. I'll be honest.
Look, man, this is bad, RDS, and fuck those. Fuck those. I heard that the United fans were fighting each other at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
It's gotten that bad. Nah,
you can't be gagging up on this guy, bro. The guy was grabbed him by the neck, bro.
Bro, what? Oh, nah. It's gotten that bad. Look, when you're linked
Was it black on black crime?
Nah, it was white on black crime, man.
That's even worse.
Like, I don't know why he said to them, man. I don't know why he said to piss all of them off, man.
All right, let me.
So because
so it's gotten so bad for United that they are linked to Adrian Rabiot, a 27-year-old midfielder who's been an absolute bum for Juventus, and
He's
his
not
mom
that
is
bad.
He's bad. No. He's bad. Look what he did to France last summer.
Yo, better than we said Weston McTominay.
Yes, he's worse than
McTominay. His stats.
He's pretty bad.
Yeah, but Allegri, man. I've seen him ball at PSG, man.
He's not bad. Can we not do this?
But that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Michael finish his point. Michael,
okay. All right. And then you are linked to Arnautovic. Now, I don't know if you guys know who Arnautovic is. He is a 33-year-old striker who was in China 2 seasons ago, went to Bologna, and let's not talk about his off-field issues, because that's a whole other story.
He's the inside forward.
And Arnautovic, if you guys sign him, that's just another Igalo. Although Igalo did well for you guys.
No. The difference between Igalo and Arnautovic is that, one, Igalo's a United fan. 2, Igalo at least tried when he played and had no off-field issues. And 3, wasn't a racist. But anyway,
that's true. That is very true. That is very true, Artist.
Those are the key very
substantial. Yes, Arnautovic should go to Chelsea if we're being serious, man. Like him and Cucurella.
No, but look, this has gotten so bad for Manchester United that you guys are linked to these 2 players. I don't believe the Arnautovic. I think that's just. Dude, to be honest, I think you guys actually want to sign Rabiot because you're so desperate, and you're just linked to some Real Betis now CDM player as well. So clearly, Erik ten Hag saw something on the weekend and said, we need to act quick. But now it's just all desperation and panic for you guys, and you have no structure. That's just simply it. You have no structure, and that's the problem for Manchester United. And I told you, fuck those. What did I tell you? I said you're in for an up and down sort of season. You told me Martial, Rashford, and Sancho are gonna ball this season. Okay, we can.
Yo, one game out of 37.
I was just about to say it can still happen, but you cannot defend Rashford. I'm sorry, the guy.
I know I can't defend Rashford, but man, Michael, if United do, oh man, you're not gonna hit. Oh, you don't.
If United, here's the problem. You need to stop focusing on putting it in everybody's faces. This is why your club is blinded.
But you might just focus on the banter all this time. Like, come on,
bro, just accept it.
Okay,
Michael is too nice. Michael is too nice, bro. I'm actually loving this, right? And I think, come to think about it, Pogba is actually right. I think the problem with United is not even, I think it's the fans, right? I feel as if United may need a new set of fans before they
speak on it.
Yeah, but the problem Don Smoke is that
Pogba is right.
Just before you go on, you need to understand that like United has fans where City does not. So of course it's not going to be as big of an issue.
Don't smoke. You're an ex-Arsenal fan. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't need those fans. You stop supporting Arsenal when Wenger left, man. You jump shit.
Anyway, don't talk lad. I should have cut him.
I have no business with Arsenal, right?
So you used to support City when they had Richard Dunn. Lisa.
Bro. Factors. You can name all the guys you want. It's not gonna give you any trophies. You got beat off Brighton when they just sold 2 of their best players, bro. That should tell you something.
Yeah, that is
I'm
peak.
starting to believe.
No. Listen, I don't really want to be butting in, but like you know, I get triggered easily. But you man lost to Nuno Espirito Santos on the first day last season. How did your season turn out?
We lost to Harry Kane's team.
They always start slow.
Say that again.
Bro, we lost to a Harry Kane's team. You lost to Welbeck.
Harry Kane was on strike. What are you talking about, bro?
That's even worse.
Bro, you guys lost to Welbeck.
Wait, Don. Make your point. Make your United point. Make United point.
What I'm trying to say is, I said it. This season's gonna be the same as Pep's first season when he came to City, whereby guy comes with a philosophy, but he doesn't have the right tools or minerals to implement it. So you're gonna see a disparity between what's in his mind and what's being displayed on the field. The only difference is, I don't think Ten Hag has ever faced such a challenge, because in the Eredivisie, Ajax can win without a manager, bro. There's certain leagues I don't even rate managers, bro. So, bro, you're in for a rude awakening, bro. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
Don, why are they not awake already?
No, we are, but we just
Factors. You're not awake. You're asleep.
No, we are.
I see your eye. You're asleep.
Let me
go on. The way we show our suffering is different to you guys. Like, we can still have a good time and know that we're in the mud. Do you know what I mean? We're still gonna banter you guys. Just because we're in the mud doesn't mean I need to, like, you know, be off social media or whatever, be crying all the time.
No one said that. It's just we can analyze football in a much more interesting way if you actually just analyze it looking at your club instead of thinking of what your club is in your mind.
Yeah, ask RDS yesterday. I was saying that if I still see McTominay and Shaw a couple months from now, I'll stop supporting the manager.
But that's such first level analysis, though. That's only first level.
No. He's
you guys are doom and gloom merchants, man. Like, how sad do you want us to be?
Let me, because Chainsaw's spoken for this. Just Chainsaw, just your thoughts on. I know you spoke obviously on the match reaction yesterday. So, but just summarize your thoughts on the Manchester United situation before we move on.
The situation is it's completely messy, and I know Factos won't see it with his United bias, but just break it down at the simplest level. De Gea's not good enough at United 2022. You have Harry Maguire, and you have Lindelof and Varane, who aren't good enough either. Your fullbacks aren't good enough for any top 6 team. Your midfield, none of your midfield get into any of our midfields. Even with Henderson and Milner, they still start for you guys.
Ericsson gets in ahead of Henderson.
So are you telling me that Trent is a better defender than Wan-Bissaka?
No. But overall, Trent is a better player, man.
Trent, you start Trent at right back over Wan-Bissaka any
but although Trent, that goal against Fulham, though.
Forget Liverpool.
This is about he sees things other players can't see.
Yeah, he couldn't see Mitrovic.
The same about Liverpool.
We'll talk about Liverpool in a second, but right now we're talking about United.
And then attacking wise, who do you have? Ronaldo wants to leave. You have Rashford, Martial,
MBE.
Yeah, MBE, Rashford, and that's it. Who do you have in attack?
Food bank.
And we need to talk about Sancho. That's what I forgot. Sancho is the guy we need to talk about.
No, you don't.
Let him talk.
Why not, Samasi? Why not?
I love Sancho, man. He's actually a good player.
Can I say something?
Bro.
Yes.
Liverpool, Man City. He will score goals.
Sancho's a baller, man. I don't want to disrespect ballers because of Man
U. What is this?
Guys, trying to cut each other off. Samasi, just finish your point, sorry.
Sorry.
It's just the team is so horrible that he can't really work in the team. I think he's the actually perfect player for Man City. I would think.
Right, but RDS, the thing is, I don't like this protecting players. It's like Factos was protecting the owners yesterday. You overprotect these multi-millionaires, billionaires, right? Obviously, owners' case is billionaires, but Sancho's earning what, 300k a week, and he's bringing out those performances. I'm sorry, he can't even be a fullback. And you guys are saying, oh, he's a baller, so you have to like, give him 2 seasons to like, adapt to the Premier League. He's a Man City reject who needs to perform for United. I'm trying to back RDS and Factos here. Obviously, rival fans will say, oh, let's give him a hug. Help out Sancho. Like, come on, be real. Sancho apparently has talent. He's a baller. The guy can't even go past one fullback. He struggles to that. Gets 4 goals. Gets outscored by all our players basically. Like, he gets outscored by centre backs. Like, this guy needs to be better for United.
The thing is, you've been unfair, and you know this, man.
No, I'm not being unfair. He's had a whole season.
You are being unfair because the guy's only been here for 1 season, man. Like, he's not even been able to acclimatize himself.
He isn't Haaland coming from the German league. This guy,
but he's never played in the Premier League, man.
He's had English football education from Man City.
But what's he supposed to do with Dallo? With Dallo behind him.
Let me just. So I know people go on. Let me just.
If you judge him come end of the season, then it's fair. But to do it now is too early.
Let me quickly read some comments, guys. Sorry, a super chat from King Stash. Really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you as always. Do you rate Fabio Ruiz from Napoli? He's worth 60 million. Well, I asked that to the panel actually. So
he's
just
going to PSG, unfortunately, for Manchester United fans.
What I hear, Mike. Yes. Yeah. So, but do people rate him? Do you think he'll be good?
Yeah, he's a baller, man.
He's a baller. PSG actually doing good business.
Ruiz rather not play than come to United, unfortunately. I'm sure he'd rather just take a season off.
The only thing I would say, Don Smoke, is that like, are you scared that with the signings that PSG made, they're going to be a threat for this Champions League, and that City will not win it again this season?
Oh, I thought we were talking about United. So
no, we are.
This man loves to deflect,
This is just a super chat, so just making a
quick. Smoke, talk with chess. Talk with chess, Smoke.
No, I've been talking with chess in the Champions League. We've been knocking out PSG for the longest time, man.
So are you gonna win it this year?
Yes.
Yeah, with Haaland, yes. As I said, Haaland is. That's what Haaland came.
He said it.
Right. 22 minutes 39 seconds. That's fine. Okay, so we'll jot that down.
Ardius, can I just ask one question to Factos before we head? I'm not like dissing Factos or anything.
Yeah.
What was the atmosphere like at actually Old Trafford? Was it like toxic after the game? Because obviously you were there, so I just want to kind of understand that.
Bro, you know what it is? Everyone was so nervous before the ball even kicked off, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Against Brighton.
Yeah, we're just so nervous because we got PTSD from last week. We saw the lineup and we're like, really? Like, you guys promised us a big rebuild, and they got McTominay and Fred in the midfield. And McTominay, when you see him in real life, bro, like, he is 10 times worse. Like, that guy should not be a footballer. And then it just kept getting worse, man. And then at halftime, obviously, they got, I don't know if you could hear it on TV, but there were massive boos, Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine, like, as a manager, your first game, you don't even get a honeymoon phase. You getting booed at halftime. And there's obviously boos at full time as well. So, yeah, man, it wasn't good, man. And here's the thing. Liverpool is our next home game, bro. Like,
are you going?
Oh, no.
Nah, I'm not going. I don't want to see that shit.
RDS, you need Manchester talent. The only way Liverpool, Mike, let's be honest, we only survived the mud because Gerrard stayed with us, and that guaranteed some kind of source. You need to focus on the Manchester players that want to play there because they support Man United.
But you Liverpool fans love to revise history, man. Because when you're in the mud, you are terrible. Finishing 8th.
Yes.
Coming out of finishing 6th, bro.
No, we know that.
Down,
we know that.
No, we know that. That's the
we rely on Gerrard,
bro. What are you talking about? You want to come in 11th?
I never know that feeling.
No, but fact,
you know that.
And I'm saying, the thing is, you United fans, I feel as if you guys lack self-awareness. You guys on a decline, bro. You guys like Arsenal.
Listen, no. Don't smoke. I'll tell you my honest opinion, yeah? And here's the thing. I know that it will be another 10, 15 years before I see my team win the league again. But what do you want me to do? You want me to stop supporting them? You want me to stop supporting the boys? What do you want me to do, bro?
I know
what you want me to do. You want me to change my team and become a City fan like you did. I'm not going to do that.
No one wants that.
Even you must accept that if we hold 7 to Liverpool at Old Trafford, then loan deals are going to be signed.
Yeah.
RDS, you can come on loan to my Finnish team. Don't worry. You can come on loan to my Finnish team.
Liverpool. Are you mad? I got international.
Man,
This
domestic.
is another question, just generally to the panel as well, because from the Match Channel, shout out to the Match Channel, says, without knowing the signings, would Fred, Martinez, that's obviously the Sandro DM, and Ericsson be a good midfield three?
What the fuck?
In the Eredivisie, not in the Premier League, bro.
So no, it's a general.
Well, that would be better than McFred and Fernandez.
Isn't that McFruno? I heard that's McFruno.
Sounds like a
By the way,
McDonald's thing.
I have a suggestion.
Yes,
Lima is still available, and Leipzig doesn't want to sell to us. If I were United, I would just give them 35 million.
It will be finished.
Matthew, do you want me to answer that question? I'll answer that question for you just quickly. So on Saturday, there was a midfielder called Moises Caicedo, and just over a year ago, Manchester United were linked with this midfielder to sign for around about 5 million. Identified him from a scouting network, and for some reason, United said, it's fine. We don't need to go for him. That midfielder played for Brighton yesterday and dominated our midfield. So a player that we could have got for as little as 5 million a year later is now dominating Manchester United's midfield. So why I tell that story is because a combination of the recruitment, the scouting, and obviously overall management, Manchester United been so poor that even though you're right, Massey, that Manchester United could go for Lamar, they're not. It's not registered. It's not even in their minds. That's why.
Yes, I don't think with United, it's if I'm being honest, I don't think it's a problem about players or systems or tactics. I feel like even if
we're being United bid for an Arnautovic.
I know. I'm saying that even if we had the best players in the world, we're not doing fuck all, bro. I just feel like the club is so rotten from the top to the bottom, and it's only until we get rid of those owners, and they set the standards and the culture from the top. That's the only time we're ever going to be like a successful team. And if you look at our history, like our hardships go hand in hand with our successes. And I just feel like it's going to be a long road. We've had amazing managers. We've had amazing players before. And what has it got us? Just cups. We've still not been able to challenge for the league.
Yeah, you guys were into Sadio Mane 1 year before us.
Yeah, we almost got him, and then Klopp gave him a call, and then he decided to go to your team.
Yeah, because he was disrespected because you spent the whole time chasing Pedro because you guys are image rights merchants. Your owners are image rights merchants.
That is true.
That's my point, innit? That's my point.
Pedro.
Yo, he's a World Cup winner, man. Relax.
Yeah, that's how you bought things instead of buying money.
Bring SMB says, Artists, I'm telling you, PSG is going deep in the UCL. Something minimum for the right now. Yeah, Gator does have them playing good. My only concern with is now Gator will be in big games. It's different coaching over in Champions League. Oh, and honest, I think we need to increase league on tax. I've seen Arsenal rejects like Tavares and Lacazette banging goals on the weekend. I mean, that is a conversation. I mean, if Lacazette, and this is the thing about going with different leagues, like Lacazette was finished in the Premier League. Lacazette was absolutely finished. And you're telling me this man is banging in goals week on week in the Liga?
Yeah, RDS, don't you find it funny when some of these clubs talk about taxes? I, as a Liverpool fan, when Klopp signs someone, I don't want to hear nothing about tax. When Don Smoke and City sign someone, he doesn't want to hear nothing about tax. It's about the situation you bring the player into. There is tax in terms of midfield, defense, goalkeeper. There's taxes in terms of sections and departments of the field, but you can't just have a tax for a whole.
So would Don Smoke not say there's not an English tax with Grealish?
No. English. I'm talking about inflated prices of players.
You're talking about tax of like proficiency,
right?
Now there's Bundesliga tax.
No, there isn't.
No, there isn't. The thing is, I blame the. I always blame.
That's on Chelsea.
No. I'm saying.
Okay, how about Karius?
I blame Tuchel and I always blame the coaches. The thing is this.
One at a time. Go on, Don Smoke. Go on, speak.
What I'm trying to say is, if your manager is good enough, he knows how to protect a player, or put a player in environment which they'll thrive. You've seen it with Klopp. Yesterday, you saw it with Pep.
You had 30.
I'm saying the best coaches do that, whereby they put the players in situations for them to thrive. You saw it with Nunes, whereby Klopp finds a way to put him in situations whereby he will score or assist or whatnot. You saw it with Haaland. It's okay, yesterday we played we played a new system just to cater for how Haaland plays. That's what good coaches do.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Owen Hargreaves bang for you? Didn't he help you at least win the Premier with those injuries?
No, I'm just talking about lately the players from the Bundesliga.
No, they're not. It's just the shit coaches. Human Son.
No, but I just gave you examples of players under Klopp. You just dismissed them.
Okay, so give us the good examples then.
I just told you, man. Who's Ragnar Klavan? What happened to him?
Klavan did well. Klavan did well.
Man said he did well.
Klavan did well. Klavan did well.
Not gonna lie, Factos. When we signed Ragnar Klavan, because I live near Estonia, man, I got all this diss from my Estonian buddies. They're like, "What are you guys signing Klavan for?"
This is why we have to.
Michael, that's such a lie. Michael, I don't like that because you were happy with Klavan at some points.
And carry
You're calling out bums, man. You're calling out bums. Call decent players, man.
Joe Matip.
No, but this is the thing. We have to let Ten Hag do his mistakes.
Talk about Matip.
Standing bums and still
right. So, because we're talking about Liverpool, so we've talked about United for the last half an hour. So let's quickly just switch to Liverpool for a second. Now, obviously, United got bantered by Brighton, obviously, but Liverpool, I think, unexpectedly dropped points to Fulham, who, let's be real, Fulham outplayed Liverpool. Fulham probably should have won that game, So Liverpool fans on the panel, and obviously there are 3 of them. Is this just a one-off first game of the season, or is this just same old? And also the worry about not getting enough midfielder in. Is this just going to be a similar situation to last season when you so close but no cigar in terms of catching up with City?
Domestic double merchants.
So you think you'll win the FA Cup League? Bearing in mind
I don't want to be rude. Domestic double.
Both on penalties, though. You want both on penalties.
Domestic double sounds like an STD. Yeah. Oh, I just got the.
Relax.
Hey,
relax, bro.
Relax, man. Jeez.
So based on that, no chance for Liverpool for the Premier League.
Okay, Michael, I'll just say quickly, I don't believe Germans can build fantastic midfields.
What?
No.
What about Hansi Flick?
Yo, man.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
Yeah. Hansi Flick
is so hyperbolic.
How long did Hansi Flick dominate Europe with that midfield?
He dominated and then left. That's all he needed to do.
Barca.
Yeah. He destroyed everybody. He did, what was it, 7-1 against
Barca
Chelsea?
Tax, man. They've been spoon-feeding Barca.
Like, you guys, have Germans built midfields to the same level that Spanish managers have built midfields?
Jupp Heynckes.
Yeah, Schweinsteiger, Cruz, and who else is on that midfield? Was it?
Did Cruz improve? Did Cruz have to go to Spain to become a better midfielder?
Cruz was world class before he went to Madrid.
Cruz was coached by Guardiola before he left, bruh. But
that's my point. Though. Spanish managers have built better midfields. It's facts.
Kimmich, Guardiola brought up Kimmich, bro.
Don't smoke. Fam, like, let me just chat to these Liverpool fans, man, because
I didn't say anything, bro.
Let me chat, man. Let's have a conversation.
You chat.
No, because like you guys say that again.
I'm saying before you chat, I highlight something. Before Pep went into Germany, Germany was a counter-attacking team. And you saw in 2014 when they won the World Cup, they played both possession and counter-attacking system. That was a Spanish effect on the German national team.
It's the truth.
No, it's true. But what I was gonna say, because you guys gave me good advice and I appreciate it about being in the mud, because obviously you guys were in the mud experts. Now let me give you advice about being at the top. What it takes to challenge time and time again. You man need to have the confidence in yourself and in your team. I don't care if your midfield has Henderson or Milner in it. Yeah, you guys were 1 point from winning the league last season, and you're saying we're gonna do cups and that. Listen. Fergie, who was a great manager, is winning leagues with Cleverley and Anderson in their midfield, man. You don't need to have a perfect midfield to win the league. Your attack is on point. Your defense is on point. You got fullbacks who have better outputs and a lot of wingers in the Premier League. And you got the best keeper in the league. Where's your chest, man? Where is your fucking chest? How's the confidence of champions? What's wrong with these fans, man?
I've studied Man United. Your best re-up was when you lost the league twice and then you came back 06-07. Go and watch what Fergie did with that 4-3-3 with Rooney at the age of 21 dropping into the 10. Yeah. What Fergie did, you've never had an ass midfield that won the league. Facts.
Yeah, I just told you we had a shit one with Cleverley and Anderson.
But that midfield got schooled by Pep twice in finals to show you the difference of a good midfield and a
but that's in the Champions. Yeah, with the greatest team that's ever been assembled. I can.
Yeah, that's where Klopp also fell short in the Champions League final.
But 1 point, bro. You might I've said this before. The difference between Liverpool and Man City is not as wide as you guys think it is. It really isn't. A top from Liverpool.
No. Factor, the difference is 4 league titles in 5 years. That's a lot.
Yeah, because these guys are happy to be second. If Klopp becomes second, he's
they're happy to be second.
Let me just. I want to hear from 2 other Liverpool fans here, and then some talk. So, Chainsaw, you still there? Oh, maybe it's gone.
Let me talk, RDS.
Okay. Michael,
but somebody.
One second, let me just
RDS, can you first pull me up on the big screen? Pull up my AVI. that I want you to do first. If you can do that, please.
Let's see. Ooh. So, what am I doing?
Oh God, Mike, what is this?
I'm waiting. There we go. This was Liverpool's midfield on the weekend. Shambolic. Jay Spearing and Charlie Adam. I couldn't fit them both in there. And there was also John Joe Shelby on the right. I couldn't fit them all. That was Liverpool's midfield on the weekend. Absolutely shambolic. No cohesion. We were getting dominated by Paulinho, who was a good midfielder, by the way. I don't know why Man United didn't go for him. Bro, I don't know what Trent was doing on Saturday. I have to be honest. The guy was playing Bruno Fernandes ball. Hot potato. Just get the ball and just spray it out somewhere. I have no clue what Trent was. This sometimes happens to Trent. I don't know if he wakes up on the wrong side of the bed, but he just chooses not to play football.
He was drunk.
He must have been hungover.
I feel he was drunk.
He must have been hungover because literally he was not playing football. Midfield was terrible.
Henderson was shocking. I'm not gonna lie.
What did I tell you guys? And you expect us to win the league with Henderson?
No. My point is, I feel like the reason why you drew that game is because you didn't put 100%. You get what I'm trying to say?
I mean, the attitude wasn't right in the game.
Yeah,
and Klopp talked about that. Klopp talked about that after the game, that the attitude wasn't right, and you could tell, like, bro, Fulham came like a freight train in like the first 20 minutes. They were pressing us, and I don't think Liverpool didn't know how to handle.
They're not used to that, innit?
No, exactly, and especially from a relegation side, like Matip and Van Dijk's passing was terrible. I have never seen Van Dijk and Matip as a duo play that bad.
I never thought I would say that Mitrovic pocketed Van Dijk.
I thought I would never say that as well, RDS, but Mitrovic bullied. Did you see that move he did on Henderson where he said, go to the gym?
Yeah.
That spin move. Bro, I said, what is going on today? Mitrovic, he must have had a lot of protein shakes the morning of the game because that was some madness. Look, I'm happy we came with a draw, to be honest.
What about that Nunes first touch, man? It
was a good assist, Factos. Don't worry about it. He got a golden assist. What do you want from him? Yes. You know what? Nunes was the difference in the game. Without Nunes, we would have lost.
Listen, guys. We'll probably have this conversation later on because I watched
Man United need Nunes. Nunes need Nunes.
No, I feel like you guys need him more because you got a structure behind him, innit? Yeah. But like, he is chaos, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
He is absolutely chaos.
He looks annoying to defend.
Like his touch is chaos, but you know what? I like it. He's growing into me slowly but surely. Like, look, he's not the greatest footballer. Like, I think we can all agree with that. But if he can create chaos and create chances, because the thing was when Bobby Firmino was starting the game, Salah and Diaz were completely invisible. Like, they didn't get any involvement into the attack. As soon as Nunes came on, then they had to double team on Nunes, and that allowed then Salah and Diaz to create.
And Salah started balling because he was
exactly. Then they created out wide more space, and that allowed then Salah to just dominate the game. I thought in the second half. Salah was so good in the second half.
Maguire, Nunes.
Talk about Maguire, Nunes.
No, but like Michael, I'll ask you this question here because obviously I know a lot of people here they love technically pleasing players like let's say Firmino. But like, I feel like players that are just so effective, they're not good on the ball, but they're so effective. They actually kind of need it. Do you know what I mean?
No, but I think you're missing the point. chaotic players thrive when you have good players next to them.
Yeah,
Right.
100%. You
Yeah,
need
of
a
course.
balance.
If Nunes was in Burnley, he would struggle mightily.
Yeah,
Mm.
of course.
So
Or
what they
West
do is
Ham.
they create space for the good players. Because then, if you saw, I think the game actually changed when Harvey Elliott came in and he joined Salah on the right.
Yep.
Right. He joined Salah on the right. That's I think that barring injury, that's actually a bright
Yeah,
prospect.
that might be the best thing going forward for Liverpool is add more technique in the midfield as opposed to these runners because you got Nunes. So like you know that when you're keeping the ball, you're gonna do it with 10 men basically because Nunes ain't gonna do shit. So you need more like technique in midfield, and then you got chaos up front, and I feel like Salah and Diaz will thrive off that because them defender didn't know what to do, bro.
Because in the first half they were double teaming on Salah. That was the problem.
Yeah, they didn't know what to do.
Yeah, because they're not concerned. When Henderson is in the 8, football's about concern. Football's about, I am going to take the risk to double team. Nobody's concerned because they know if Henderson turns too quickly, he'll probably injure himself.
Let me just quickly comment. I'm going to go to Chainsaw. Sorry. Let's have a look. So also, but I'm hearing Arsenal San say that Saliba is the Mbappe of centre backs and he's a Rolls Royce. How do you rate him?
Yo, he's a new VVP, man. He's a baller.
Here we go.
He is.
He's good. He's good, but calm down.
Can they just qualify for the Champions League first?
Yeah. I mean,
fair enough.
There's nothing that I love that seeing Arsenal fans hang themselves because they do this every season.
Yes. Listen, I'm not gonna hype Arsenal because I hate them, but this guy is a truth, man. Saliba is the truth, bro. Like he's got that composure.
What level of football has he been tested at?
No, he will be tested over time, but I'm telling you, this guy is you will see.
But what level has he been tested at now?
You will see him at Madrid one day. I'm telling you. He's the truth, bro.
Before he played in the Champions League.
He played in Ligue 1.
Yeah, he's playing for France already.
It's okay. He played in the Conference League semi-finals. It's all good.
Yeah, for now. But he's really good.
He's good. No, I agree. He's good. But Arsenal fans, man.
Michael, Sleep or Konate, who's better?
These are such B-Tech arguments. Come for Van Dijk. Don't just... People are saying Kulusevski over Diaz, though. Talk about Salah. I hate these weak arguments. We are alpha males here.
Konate's still the answer for me. I'm biased. I love
people
Konate.
Are like, Kulusevski over Diaz. Talk about Salah. Talk about real shit.
But Ariam, it's a valid point in the sense that they both came in at the same time. So we can compare their output, but
what has Saliba achieved? What has Saliba achieved?
More goals, more output than Diaz.
Yeah, but Konate's just won the FA Cup, man. You man are talking like he's and the Community Shield.
Then Diaz
went on the quad run.
No, Kulusevski has been much more of an impact to Spurs than Diaz. That's for sure.
Yeah, 100%. But my
Diaz
point
needs
is
to work on his
people need
output.
to win things.
Yeah, of course they do.
Right.
Diaz came into the quad.
Chainsaw, because you've not spoken about Liverpool, and Samasa come to you. Chainsaw. Obviously, you know what happened with Liverpool at the weekends with Fulham. As you said, are the quad dreams still on? Or
we're going to win 5. We're still going to win 5.
What's the fifth
35
trophy?
Goals for Nunes is still on.
Community Shield, RDS.
Sorry, what's the fifth trophy, Chainsaw? What's the fifth trophy?
Community Shield, obviously. I count all of it. All
no,
the medals.
6. Invincible. We can still go invincible.
Oh, yeah, that's another one.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
But you never take the Bangkok Cup, man. You will never take that from us.
I'll count that if we would have won it. But anyway,
4-0, man.
But 35 goals for Nunes is still on, as I said previously. And he got an assist, I think. So 15 assists is on as well for him. But the main issue with the team was you can't start Firmino and Diaz because Diaz is a creator, so is Firmino. Firmino's not that great, but he's good enough to be backup, in my opinion. But Nunes should have started this match. Klopp made that fundamental error not starting Nunes at the start. That was one mistake that he made. And to the point of Henderson that Michael always goes at, thing is, Henderson, Thiago, Fabinho should beat Fulham, home or away. There's no excuses for Klopp. Even if you start Henderson, no matter how bad you think Henderson is, right? We can't drop points against Fulham. But it is the first game of the season. It's at their home ground. It happens. It's football. That's why we like the sport.
Do we need to sell
You can't
Firmino?
always predict it.
And do you think? Sorry, just as a general, just last when we went to Liverpool fans, do you think? Because obviously the big news is that Thiago is probably now out for about 6 weeks or so.
6 weeks.
That's what's the? I think it's
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man!
That's saying it's 6. It's Anfield talk saying Thiago out for 6 weeks.
Oh,
well, the issue then is Klopp has to demand a new midfielder. If he doesn't demand it, then Klopp's at fault again. I've said it before. I've said it. Potter is a better manager than Klopp. Or a better coach than Klopp.
Chainsaw, relax.
Klopp is so massively overrated. This guy is one system. He lives off one system. Cross it in and pray.
Chainsaw, don't make me come on camera, bro.
Because if it was down to me, if I was the owner, I'll be telling Klopp, listen, if you don't win the Premier League, you're out the door. Because there's better managers than you. This guy doesn't understand in-game tactics. How to change a game properly. He relies on superstars like Salah to carry him.
Barcelona 2019 Champions League semi-final?
This is blasphemy, man. This is blasphemy.
It's not blasphemy. You can't always...
That's a weak argument because you're not making substantive points.
No. Let Chainsaw pop off. I need this. Go.
No, the thing is, Klopp's always seen as this guy who makes awful players into great players or decent players. But here's the thing. He's been backed properly. He's in bed with the owners as well. He's the one who's in charge of the whole thing. He should be demanding, hey, we need another centre mid. But he's not going to do that. He's going to rely on Milner and Naby Keita and Ox. He's too sentimental. That's one issue. Second issue is in-game tactics is not good enough. In my opinion, and the pattern of play, we're so predictable. Ancelotti said, we know what we're doing.
So how did he win the Champions League if his in-game tactics are terrible?
He played
How did he win the Champions League? How did he beat Bayern?
It was a miracle against Barcelona. That was a miracle.
Pochettino.
We played Spurs and Pochettino.
How can you call it a miracle?
No, you was Poch.
No, I'm talking about winning. Don't smoke. Please relax. Don't make me say the obvious thing. How did he win the Champions League?
An easy run to the Champions League.
Okay.
Okay. Are you a Liverpool fan?
No, but the Barca one was a miracle. Everyone here.
Change up. Who did we beat in the round of 16? Please tell me.
Bayern Munich.
Thank you very much. Okay, quarterfinals we beat Porto, and that's easy.
Yeah.
Semi-finals we came back from 3-0 down.
That was a miracle.
So there's miracle tax now.
Wait.
Miracle tax.
All right, let me cook. James, what did we do at halftime? What did we do at halftime? What did Klopp do at halftime to change the game?
He brought Genie.
And James Milner at left back because Robertson was injured. Do you want to tell me that he didn't make some tactical difference to tell Genie Wijnaldum to get in the box because nobody was doing that in the first half?
I could cook you now. Genie said after the match, he said he was angry that Klopp put him on the bench. It wasn't Klopp's tactic saying, "Oh, go attacking." Genie was like, "F it, I'm gonna do whatever I want."
Okay,
he wanted to attack.
Then what about Trent? What about putting Trent back in the team?
What do you mean?
Because he wasn't there in the first leg.
He wasn't there in the first game.
It was Milner.
He made a mistake. Then he put Trent back in the team. Yep. So how does he have no tactics?
Well, Milner shouldn't. No, but that was common sense.
Let me come in on this.
Okay, so before we go, let me just quickly read some comments to go just because we got some. So shout out to King Sash again for the super chat. Thanks so much. Would you sign Sandro Tonali, AC Milan, or
no? I want Asensio.
Oh, he's a brick, man. You don't want him, bro.
Asensio's a brick.
You mean for Liverpool or for Man United?
Hey, Mike, we DM about this shit. Don't expose me.
De Jong, as much as I rate Tonali, De Jong, the midfield is the most.
Sorry.
Yeah, so let's Mascot.
I want Gravenberch, man. Fuck about him.
Sorry, Matthew, what you going to say?
By the way, Gravenberch is great, and he's just 19 years old.
He's 20 million. How?
Thiago, just younger and fitter. By the way, I think De Jong is overrated. Musiala is 19 and dominating in the midfield. And Musiala is not a midfield player. So
that's facts. Musiala is a baller, by the way.
Yo, let me just come in on that Klopp thing, yeah.
Sorry, okay, one thing. Finish your point, Chainsaw, and I go to Factos.
Just one thing. I'm obviously Klopp is still a world-class manager, right? I'm not saying he's not. But
better than him.
You said Potter's better than him.
No, coach. I said coach, not manager. I think Klopp's
right.
better to manage a club. Potter's
Like
better
that.
at
Look at
coaching.
that.
This is weak.
RDS, you need to drop the brick right now, bro.
No,
Please.
I know I need to get animations, but
but
go on,
I'm
Chainsaw,
I'm
go
not
on.
wrong with the who's more entertaining to watch, but that's a different argument, right?
There was
It's
sort of
The
like
thing is, I actually, funny enough, I agree with Chainsaw that the thing is,
Thank you,
I think the brain behind your team is Pep Linders.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
Anyone who watches Liverpool will know that. I
well, then
believe.
at least Klopp can keep a good team. That's a good CEO.
Yes,
That's a
no,
good
no, no, no,
manager.
no. The thing is this: I believe in in every club you need a balance, right? Right. For example, I'll give an example. When Arteta was at City, he had closer relationship with players. That doesn't mean he was coaching or anything. He was just there that when Pep benches you,
Nah. John
Arteta
Smoke,
is
he
the
was
therapist.
coaching, man. He was drawing diagrams on, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's to tell you that
Little
certain
bit
certain
old, yes.
managers are not good at coaching, but they're good at inspiring players, and they get performances out of players, and that's the truth.
Yeah, like
Right?
And sorry,
Yeah, finish your point on Smoke.
Hence, I'm saying that doesn't mean that you're not effective, but the thing is, motivation runs out when there's better tactics at hand.
Nah, I disagree. I disagree because, like, I would still want to have a manager who is in the mode of a Klopp or a Fergie, who are like these motivational leaders and who just delegate the coaching to other people, but they know how to get the best out of every single player in their team.
One in five.
No, but
That-
Smoke,
that- that- that-
there's motivation.
no,
There's
let me finish my
motivation.
point.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Than
though, they
get a
have a Champions
manager.
League, though.
Let me
So
finish
this
my
is the
point,
thing.
bro.
But they haven't retained anything. They haven't managed to
Exactly.
retain
They're not retaining
any
Yeah.
title.
Let Factos cook.
I'm just saying, this is just my preference. I would rather that than a manager who is just married to a system. All he does is just coaching and that sort of thing. Like, let's say, like a
No, but-
Pep or all these philosophers. That's just my preference, bro.
No,
Like,
Facts,
because
I
just
think
feel like
you're misunderstanding me. I'm not saying you should be one of each. You want balance, right? The perfect one is the one who can do both, right?
but there ain't many that can do both.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to
The
be a
reason why
world-class
Pep
manager.
always bottles semi-finals and finals in the CL because he is not a motivator. He's not a leader of men in the top
Yeah, but
big
Factos,
moments, unless if he's got like players like Messi and that sort of thing.
No.
Pep has the best system for league, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but
like, he's a coach, so you know.
but the thing is this: we've won close titles. Look at how we won both of our 1 point leagues. It was, you can't tell me that there wasn't motivation. We were losing against Aston Villa 2-0. We were out.
Yeah,
So
but your
hence I'm saying
system got you through.
That's what I'm saying,
that's not
bro.
our system, man.
You know that league football is different to knockout football.
Yeah, but-
when everything is on the line today.
But in
Factos.
such circumstances, it is a knockout game. You're losing 2-0. You need to win the league. It is a knockout match. It's the same circumstances
It's
as a
not the
final.
same as you lot being 2-0 up in the Bernabeu.
We're
Come
acting
on,
like
bro.
we're acting like Klopp has been great at cups as well. Like, yeah, he won the domestic.
Bro,
cup
he went to
last-
2 penalty shootouts
Yeah,
back
exactly.
to back.
He got fortunate
No,
against
but
Chelsea
Klopp is the
twice.
greatest
And then-
semi-final Champions League manager in the history of the Champions League. Check it.
Semi-final. Who
Man,
cares?
Bro,
Yeah,
he
Who cares?
yeah,
How many
final
times
manager.
He's been to 3 finals, only won 1 against Poch.
Yeah, but Pep is the greatest loser in Champions League since Messi.
Don't smoke. You keep saying Poch, but
Pep's got-
Poch beat Man City that year. Just saying.
Fine.
Yeah, this Tottenham thing is hilarious because you lost.
No, but with Klopp,
fine. We lost, but Poch has lost to everyone else as well.
But
I
you
know,
lost.
but up until last season,
Yeah,
or 2 years ago,
Bogey team,
Klopp
that's
didn't have the best squad. Let's be real about that. Klopp didn't have like the same resources as Man City. Let's be real about that.
Let's quickly move on, guys, because obviously going to United and Liverpool. So let's obviously get towards City, and obviously City, Haaland, Brace doing his thing.
Jared Bags.
Tax. Is and I guess I'll start with Don Smoke here. Do you think that, the two questions are, do you think Haaland will destroy the Premier League this season? And then the second question, are City resigned to lose Bernardo Silva to Barcelona?
Areola tax.
Right. So regarding, I feel as if Haaland will score more than 20 goals. Not because he'll play great, but because he'll have enough opportunities to do so. Like we saw yesterday.
Is that in the league or throughout?
In the league. No, I'm saying in the league. Okay. Right. There are certain players, right, who can score without having a good game. Right. One player of us is De Bruyne. De Bruyne can have a shit game but have 2 good moments and he ends up with 2 assists or a goal and assist. And Haaland is what I like about Haaland is his attitude. Just because he misses or he goes for a run and the ball doesn't come, that doesn't mean he stops. He keeps on doing the same thing. So it's someone who trusts, who has belief in his ability. So I believe we create too many opportunities for him not to score at least 20 goals. That's a minimum. I expect from him. Regarding Bernardo, right? Bernardo could leave, but I don't think we sell Bernardo without having a replacement lined up, already agreed. Especially this time of the winter. We're not going to do that. Right. So unless
who's your replacement, hypothetically speaking?
Verratti. I think Verratti is coming.
The rumors are saying Verratti. I wanted Ruiz. I think Fabian Ruiz is the closest we can get to Bernardo's profile, but I don't think he has his legs. Right.
Don,
I don't think he covers
good.
No, I don't think he covers the same amount of ground as Bernardo, but he has the technical ability close to Bernardo's profile. Press resistance, builds up from the back. But if Verratti comes, Verratti comes, bro. Average position.
Why would PSG let go of Verratti, man?
Because from what I'm hearing, De Jong will go to PSG.
Nah. He's going to Chelsea or United if we're lucky.
Bro, he's not going to United, bro.
I said if we are lucky, man. I said if we are lucky. Jeez, I said
you're not lucky. Don't even waste your
time. SMB says Bernardo leaving could be a lineup change and formation as well. 4-2-3-1. Maybe the Phillips signing was for this reason.
Relax on the
Phillips was for Fernandinho. It's got nothing to do with Bernardo.
That's facts. Listen, I watched the City game, man.
Yeah, go on, Samasi. Yeah.
Where's the Bundesliga text now? There is no Bundesliga text. I blame
Relax, girl. Relax.
I blame HH jinxes for this. I think he will score then at least 30 goals.
He wants Salah. He wants
league
Salah this season.
In all competitions or
guys, Liverpool fans, if this guy stays fit, he's breaking Salah's record, man. If he stays fit, he's breaking it.
Yeah, but we'll make sure that doesn't happen.
All right, that's on you. You can hate all you want, but Haaland is the truth.
Will score until December,
Haaland is the truth. Like he sleeps goals. Like he dreams of goals. He eats goals. If the team wins 5-0 and he only scored 2 goals, he's mad at his wife that he didn't get the hat trick.
Salah eats goals.
Salah is goals before Christmas, bro.
There are three players in the Premier League who are like that. It's Haaland, Kane, and Salah. Do you know what I mean? With Salah, Salah is like that. I'm not saying, but I'm saying that if this guy stays fit, Haaland has got that hunger as well. He's young. He's got a point to prove. A lot of people are making memes about him. He's got that chip on his shoulder. You can see it, and like he's gonna, if he stays fit, guys. I'm telling you, he's banging 30 goals.
Look, can you just be honest? Talk a little bit of Areola tax, just a little bit.
What on the penalty or?
Areola, the penalty was so awful the way he came out.
Bro, it was better than Salah's penalty, bro. What are you talking about? That was corner, bro.
No, I don't mean the way
he means the penalty actual.
I don't
mean
the penalty. I mean the way he gave the foul was so slow.
No. The thing is, Salah is actually deceptively quick. Salah is actually quicker. I mean, I'm saying Salah. Haaland is quick.
How is it deceptive? It's not
right. He gives you the hope that you can get to the ball, but by the time he's off his strides, he's already past you.
And he's got composure as well in front of goal.
That second goal, that assist from De Bruyne, and for him to just sort of make that run.
He knew what he was gonna do as soon as De Bruyne got the ball. But hey, let me ask you this, because I didn't watch the whole game. I only watched the second half. But man are saying that the tactic was changed by Pep. They're saying that the fullbacks. When I saw the game, man, I'm like Kyle Walker and Cancelo literally playing next to each other in midfield, bro.
We allowed that shit. They didn't start like that. I watched the whole game.
Well, after 5 minutes. I didn't watch the first half, so tell me, what's the new thing that Pep is doing now?
Smoke, I watched the game.
No, I'm saying we played a 2-3-5. The reason why we play that is to overload the midfield because of, you see, last season Bowen had time on the ball and he hurts us. That's the truth, right? So that was just to cancel out what West Ham were trying, because the first 5 minutes they were actually having some joy on the ball, right? So Pep realized and he changed it, and that's what Chainsaw is talking about.
Yeah.
Come again, Factos?
Oh, Factos is gone.
No, but Smoke, they didn't press you before.
Oh, yes.
You say?
We saying something, Factos.
At all.
No, I was saying that 2-3-5. Yeah, I've seen that somewhere else. To be fair, I've seen Ten Hag do that with the Ajax. But do you feel like it's gonna make you guys a little bit more open when you're on the counter attack?
Bro, do you realize Ten Hag was Pep's assistant at Bayern?
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying it's interesting, and it's interesting. But like, do you feel like that system? Because obviously you're doing it to accommodate Haaland. Are you is that going to make you guys open in terms of like counter attacks and that? Because I don't think West Ham really countered you guys. Do you know what I mean?
They couldn't counter because they didn't have the ball. The reason why Walker and Cancelo came in is to assist Rodri, right? Because normally what happens is we normally play a pivot of Rodri and Bernardo against teams that are good in transition, right? So since we didn't play Bernardo, you added two more numbers in midfield. So we had like 75% of the ball.
Damn, that's crazy.
Most of the player who had the ball for West Ham was mostly Rice.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. It was that's crazy. 75%, man. That's insane.
Just S&P, we're going to be talking about Barcelona in a second, actually. So just interested for that. Mr. Jekyll says Haaland is fast outright. He is clocked at 34 miles per hour multiple times, and nothing deceptive about it. He is just really fast. Fair enough. Wow, so apparently 56 out of 90 new signings in Liga have not been registered yet. This is crazy. Michael, do you have any information about that?
I don't know, but the league starts this weekend.
Wait, is it not next weekend? No,
it's this weekend.
It's this weekend.
But Barca play next weekend, though, no?
No, they play this Saturday against
How
Volcano.
many of those players are
Is
Barcelona?
Lewandowski registered?
No, none of them. Kessie and
Jesus.
Christensen are registered, but I don't think Rafinha or Lewandowski are registered, or Koundé.
No.
Bro, it's an absolute man. Artist, can I speak on Haaland?
Yes, go on, Michael.
Or do you want to go through the last comment? All right, there you go. Okay, look, I don't know how many of you guys watch Bundesliga. I know Samasi does because she follows Bayern Munich. But when Erling Haaland made his debut against Augsburg, he scored a hat-trick, and he completely changed the game. 3-1 down against Augsburg, and he scored a hat-trick in 30 minutes. And I was like, okay, yeah, this guy is the truth. Following him from Molde at 16 years old, I knew Haaland would be the guy. Yes, he might not be the most prettiest footballer on the eye, but he is just a sophisticated footballer off the ball. He makes the perfect runs, and when you have the best passer in the world in Kevin De Bruyne, it's over. You cannot defend that. If you give this team space, it's over. You feed Haaland will score. How are you going to stop that? You just cannot stop this. So I am afraid of what Haaland can do to this league. He might break Salah's record.
But Michael,
what Chainsaw?
But Michael, if they lose Bernardo Silva from that team, surely they don't have enough squad depth to carry the whole season.
You don't think they're going to sign somebody?
No, I'm saying if they don't, let's just say they don't, and Bernardo leaves, then or they don't sign the right player to replace Bernardo, then there's a chance. There's like a open opportunity for Liverpool or Spurs to win the league.
Well, yeah, but then you just saw Gundogan start over the weekend, and he gave the assist.
Yeah, but I don't think Bernardo Silva's vital in that team.
Of course,
Underrated.
But Gundogan is a very good player. I don't think he gets enough credit because he's been actually.
Yeah, he is a good player, but he's not Bernardo Silva.
Why City have 2 titles?
Exactly. He came off the bench and made the difference.
I don't think you understand that Bernardo and Gundogan are different tactics for different games, right? If we want control, Gundogan, right? Like the whole against a low block, you play Gundogan, right? Against a team that's going to counter us, you play Bernardo. And so the thing is, we won't. Pep, when it comes to the midfield, that's his heart. Pep doesn't play about his midfield. if you look at the players we've replaced, we had Yaya Toure, David Silva. Look at all of them. Pep looks for the right profile before he lets someone, and he phases out players. Pep just doesn't, when it comes to the midfield, he'll phase you out, and he knows how he's gonna. So I'm not too. The only way we sell Bernardo is if there's an adequate replacement who's likely to go in and slot immediately.
But there's hope if you get the wrong player though. There is chances of signing the wrong replacement for Bernardo Silva. So
that's possible, but
you've lost Gabriel Jesus and Sterling, which I still think are massive misses. Yeah, Haaland will score the goals, but will Haaland be clutch? Will Haaland score against Spurs or Liverpool? Those kind of clubs.
Yes.
When it really matters.
He will.
Yes.
No, he didn't do it in the Community Shield against us.
You also lost Mane.
It's the
Mane was your clutch player as well. That's what I'm saying. We can use the same logic both ways.
Yo, Jen, so you're clutching at straws, man. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not, because Haaland hasn't experienced the Premier League, so
neither has Nunes.
Nunes as well.
Nunes, I'm just hyping up because he's a Liverpool player. But
you gotta do it, Tate.
Yeah, I have to do it. But but Haaland, you need to remember, West Ham didn't have, I think, not the two centre backs, but they were missing someone in their back line. So it wasn't
you guys are playing Fulham.
Yeah,
like,
we were poor.
We spanked them 5 or 6.
There was no excuses for our draw. You guys won.
West Ham was poor as well. We
Yeah,
can make the same.
They weren't fully West Ham. If that
Bro,
let me.
Yeah, man. Maxwell's
comments first. We've got to move on to the next topic. Sorry, people forget other clubs in the league are a bit financial trouble as well. Tebas in the league need to fix this issue ASAP. This is why you don't spend like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, João Felix needs to leave.
Matt says the match channel says De Bruyne, Foden, and Gundogan can all play that position. SMB says again, Sevilla and Villarreal haven't registered anything yet either. Oh, okay.
Villarreal, what? Oh my.
Interesting. Let's actually go to this. Now, I came across this tweet just as we were going live. I just came across this tweet because as someone who, a few years back went to the Manchester United store, I never really saw this. I saw shirts, I saw pencil cases, I saw all these different things. But this is one thing I didn't see. Does anyone see that? One thing I didn't see was cookies and chocolate.
Oh, wow.
That's one thing. Now that's one thing I didn't see in my football club. I never would have thought that my football club, in order to raise money, would resort to selling candy.
You have to respect it, though, RDS.
I respect
it's
the
an actual hustle.
I respect the hustle. You just put a Barcelona logo on. I don't even know. If any Barca fans are watching, how does a chocolate taste good?
Yeah, does it taste good?
What does it taste like?
So
you gotta respect it. You gotta respect
it. You mean to tell me that they have went from weddings to chocolates to super chats. What's next? OnlyFans.
Wow.
Seriously, what's next?
Don't they have a women's team that's pretty hot?
The women's team actually,
they went invincible. No, they went perfect,
and more people went to see them last season. The men's apparently.
Yep, they sold out.
Sold more shots as well, man. Maybe they should get them on
shirts, man.
Who won the basketball last year? Was it Real Madrid or Barca?
Barcelona.
Okay.
Rohit's Vom says Arsenal and Spurs will smoke Manchester United at Old Trafford. Okay, well we'll get.
Congrats.
But Anikit, shout to you, man, says broke Salona. So, and oh my god, that's ridiculous money. Barcelona Football Club.
It's expensive.
RDS, they have to win La Liga this season.
I think before we even talk about the Liga, Barcelona. What I should actually change the title. Actually, Barcelona versus De Jong. That's what I should say.
We're gonna talk about De Jong again.
Have you read that article, bro? It's pretty crazy.
Well, he's going to check. Oh, about the criminal thing.
In court, isn't it the people of Catalonia versus Frankie De Jong?
Yeah. Yo, free De Jong, man. He's literally gonna be.
Isn't it we the people
of Catalonia?
Your own players, you're suing them. Shameless.
Do you know how deep it is? Like, I think it was the last season, De Jong got paid £3 million as his wages. That's championship wages, bro. Phil Jones and Jesse Lingard got paid more than De Jong in that season, and they want to get away with it. I'm pressing criminal charges on him. Like, what
No, let's
the
be
hell is
factual.
going on,
They're
man?
suing Laporta. Let's be factual. They're suing.
You mean
Bartomeu?
Bartomeu?
Bartomeu. They're actually
Bartomeu.
suing the previous ball.
So what's that got to do with De Jong?
They're just letting them know.
It's just letting them know you're part of the process, man.
They're just letting them know, yo, it's up. It's up. If it's up, then it's
But
up.
that's not how the law works, man. He signed a contract with Barcelona. Barca have to honor that contract, unless it's an illegal contract, as in it's got money laundering or fraud.
Yeah, but they're still allowed to pull up to his house and let him know it was illegal.
Yeah, they're just doing that to just flex their muscles in it. But I don't think they've got a case.
Someone at least find out. If
look, RDS, let's be honest. If
find
you
out.
guys were doing this to Maguire, you'll be happy at Wan-Bissaka. Don't fucking lie.
Nah, that's immoral, man. We don't scoop that low, man. We pay our players, bro. We pay them.
You should stop paying.
I wouldn't even do this to Henderson, to be honest. This is just immoral. This is bad.
So what happened with the court? Can someone explain the case? Was anyone can just give like I know what bands aside, but just like a proper summarized why are Barcelona targeting Frankie De Jong, the courts, like just a general summary.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't understand it that way, but
I understand. I studied law. I understand it fully.
I studied it as well, bro. But like, it's I don't know the full facts of
It's just
the
a small clause.
situation.
They're saying that Bartomeu and the board didn't have the right because they knew at the time that they could not prove at the time that they would be able to register the player on the contract that would change in terms of the amortization would increase over the number of years. You cannot predict that because of the La Liga rules. It was already communicated to them.
I'm sorry, but that's not a crime, bro.
No,
that's more like
of course it's a crime because they knew.
Ooh, let's one at a time. Let's let Ariam finish. Just wrap it with Ariam.
It's the communication timeline. If it's been informed to you that La Liga is going to change these rules, then you cannot then have a contract that changes in its amortization every year. You can't do that because you can't say Barcelona will be able to register this contract and have it approved every year. You can't. How can you say that? You don't know Barcelona's finances. You're betting. You are gambling.
Right. Okay. And sorry, and Factos, what's your point?
Bro, my head is spinning. Like what? like what? Like, Barca, like honestly, I'm not saying you say what you're saying is wrong, but if Barca wrote to me and I'm Frankie De Jong and they wrote me a letter saying these are the grounds, I'm like, fuck off, man. What do you mean? Like at the end of the day, yeah, like they asked Frankie De Jong to defer his wages, so he agreed to have his wages deferred. Yeah, but to be paid back for the remainder of his contract. So he then signs a new contract, knowing that he's gonna get paid less this season because he'll have the money back the next 3-4 years when COVID is finished. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the only way that contract can be rescinded is if Barca can show that there's no criminal ways you can rescind that contract, because even if Bartomeu didn't have the authority, which I'm pretty sure he did, he's still an agent or a principal of the club. He's signing it on behalf of Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure they had lawyers or La Liga or people to approve it before De Jong signed it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? A lot of people signed it off. So then I just feel like they're just using this just to, so that they can get away from paying those deferred wages.
But pressure on them. De Jong is protected by 2 governing bodies. You realize that. So Barca are simply trying all they can.
Yeah,
De Jong is guaranteed by FIFA Pro, and he's guaranteed by the Dutch, not the Dutch, even the Spanish Players Association Union that he's a part of because he plays in La Liga. So Barca are just simply being shameless. But
I think my question going forward to this, and I'll obviously go around for this, is what do people think the end game is going to be for this? So is it going to be? Are we going to have the way I kind of see it, and there are only really three options really. One, De Jong stays, and it means that Barcelona are not able to register their players. He gets frozen, whatever. That's the first thing. 2, De Jong leaves and he goes to one of Chelsea or United or PSG or whatever. He has to leave. 3, somehow Barcelona activate one of their numerous magical levers of money and somehow are able to to allow Frankie de Jong to stay.
I think Man City are gonna lend them money.
You mean Chelsea?
Pep. I think Pep is gonna personally pay for de Jong.
Relax, bro. Why would Pep do that?
He loves Barca.
We've already sold them for Ferran. I don't think we have any more bums to sell them.
And Eric Garcia.
You saw them Eric Garcia as well, man. City low key are scammers sometimes.
Look, this is a mafia thing. Someone's gonna pay it. Barcelona are too connected globally. Someone's gonna save them, man. Someone will.
But do you know what? Do you know what's snidey about the whole thing is that they want to keep the full transfer fee, because you would think that okay, fair enough, Barca. You find yourself in a situation where you've got this player with high wages, and you want to get him off your wage bill because next season, you want to be able to register the players that you sign. I get that. You're in a pickle, and you have to sell him as an asset. So then you sell him as an asset, and the money that you get from that sale, you use it to pay back his deferred wages. But these men want to have their cake and eat it too. They want the whole £85 million transfer fee, and they want not to pay the deferred wages on top of that. This is where, like, to me, like, it's gone past being immoral. Because I don't understand it if you said, okay, we're gonna use some of your transfer fee to pay your deferred wages, but no, we want that, and we don't want to pay you back at the same time, like. And here's the thing: the Barca players there, like, these men do not have a backbone yet. Because if you see one of your employees, your fellow employees, getting treated like this, why would you trust them to pay your wages in the future? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not standing up for this. They're not coming to the board and saying, guys, what's going on with our friend de Jong here? Are you gonna pay him? We're just concerned because he's a fellow teammate. It's like, dog eat dog kind of environment, where everybody's just looking out for themselves. Like, what's the captain doing? Isn't that the job of a captain to make sure people get paid and stuff?
I think the message is loud and clear, right? The guy rather stay and be abused than come to the red side of Manchester. At the end of the day, he's just escaping, coming to you guys.
I'm talking about Chelsea, bro.
Let me quickly read some comments. Did you guys see what the Leeds owner said about Barca and Laporte? I did, because Rafinha was pretty much then set to go to Chelsea. He made an agreement with Chelsea, and Barca, went behind his back and essentially did mafia stuff. So it was an interesting interview. Neymar's looking kind of like a genius for jumping ship early. That's an interesting point, actually. Because people do say Neymar always made a mistake for leaving Barcelona, but did he? And when you look at the team, when you look at where PSG are now and what they're building, did Neymar actually make a mistake? Sorry, Sebastian, can say something.
He made a mistake. He did not make a mistake by leaving Barca. He made a mistake leaving Barca and going to PSG. He should have gone to a proper club like Man City or Bayern or Real Madrid.
How's Man City a proper club?
Sebastian, if you see the squad that PSG have now with the coach they have, would you not say that PSG? I know Ligue 1, enough said, but the team that he's in is surely a much stronger team than Barcelona are, or other teams for that matter. Would you not say?
Now they are in a better environment, but he still wasted 3 years of his career. And by the way, if he wins the World Cup, he's not gonna do anything. He's gonna check out.
Oh yeah, I mean, I same thing with Messi. I think that if either Messi or Neymar win the World Cups, they're just going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to play on easy difficulty for the rest of my career, because there's not a lot else. Maybe they might push themselves up to the Champions League, get out bet a little bit, but and I think in their mind they're probably semi-retired if any of those win the World Cups.
RDS.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about Barcelona or are we talking about Neymar?
Yeah, still talking about Barcelona, so it's just a something.
Okay, first thing I need to say, Man City is not a proper club. Okay, don't ever say Man City is a proper club, please. They're just PSG on steroids. Okay, that's
PSG would fall in five.
Relax, don't smoke. You don't have a Champions League. Relax, don't talk. As I was saying, right?
You have one league in 30,
as I was saying,
30
with Barcelona, mute your mic, don't smoke. As I was saying, don't Barcelona owe Messi and Piqué as well money?
They owe a lot of people money, I think.
Okay, so they owe a lot of people money.
Yeah.
And so the only way I see this working out is if United signed him I don't know if some of that money goes to his wages or settlement fee.
Bro, he's going to Chelsea, man. Stop saying
Okay,
that.
Chelsea.
It's
Whichever.
PTSD now.
Okay, whichever club, right?
Okay.
Right, and then obviously they still use one of their
Levers.
Yeah, they use that, and I think they could survive. But it's mind-boggling that De Jong's the main player that's potentially causing Barca to like collapse, financially speaking, which is like kind of mind-boggling.
Oh, he's on 500k a week, isn't he?
He's on a lot of money.
How is he on 500k? That's
because
insane.
that's what
No.
gave him.
Nah, but here's the
That's
thing.
insane.
Listen, you've been disingenuous when you say that. He's on 500k because I bet 100k of that is from the deferred wages.
Yep.
It's because he got paid £3 million one season, less than Lingard and Phil Jones. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's why he's on 500k.
No,
because
of course, I agree.
They want to amortize his deferred wages instead of just giving a lump sum of 17 mil. They want to pay over, the remainder of his contract. That's why it's so snidey for them to sell him. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
Artists, can I jump in?
Yeah, Michael, go on. Yeah.
Because I have to go. This is such a confusing situation going on. Barca and Chelsea have just been in the transfer news all summer long. It is an interesting scenario. Okay. I think what Barcelona are going to do, they're going to focus now on registering all their players. Once they sort that out, they're going to sort out getting rid of Frankie de Jong. I don't see him being in a Barcelona shirt at the beginning of September. I see him either at Chelsea or at PSG. Those are, I think, the only two clubs where he will go to, because one, they have Champions League football. Yes, I guess two, you could say they have a chance of winning the Champions League. You can say what you want about Chelsea, but it's Chelsea at the end of the day. Even when they're in disarray, they somehow win the Champions League. They have to sort out this money issue. They're probably going to activate another economic lever and go with that and somehow sort it out and have more weddings or super chats or stuff like that to generate some more money.
Don't forget the chocolate, Michael.
The chocolate too. Sorry, I forgot about the chocolate. To be honest, I just feel bad for Frankie de Jong. This was his dream club. That's the most craziest thing about this. His dream club, and now he's just treated like a nobody. Like he hasn't done anything for Barca. Yes, maybe he hasn't won La Liga or Champions League, but he's at least been relevant compared to other players on that team, compared to Ousmane Dembele. Look at Barcelona. They did everything they could to re-sign Ousmane Dembele, and then they don't treat Frankie de Jong the same, who's been actually a consistently good player for them for the last couple of seasons. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever, so it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I got to head out, though.
No, Doris, take care, man. Guys, for those who are watching, please head over. If you're not subscribed over to Michael Talks Football channel, does a lot of really good content. So please head over and subscribe to Michael's Talk Football and follow him on Twitter as well. He's a good guy. Take care, Mike, man. See you later. Right. Just quickly read some comments. I'll go back to the chat. Anakit says, Barcelona a bunch of thieves. Why didn't they inform the de Jong about his fraudulent contract long ago? Barca just doing all this because they don't want to pay his deferred wages. Exactly. Shout out to Antonio in the chat. Greg Allen says we should have gone for Bruno Guimaraes in January on early. Yeah, low key, he's certainly transformed Newcastle's midfield. I did watch the Newcastle game against Nottingham. Newcastle looked very, very good. Newcastle looked very good. I remember Don Smith was on the preseason when he said that Newcastle. So I think you predicted Newcastle to finish 7th, didn't you, Don?
I did. I predicted them to finish within Europe.
In Europe, exactly. So if they play the way they played against Nottingham and they can sustain our injuries, I don't think that's completely wrong because they look very, very good. I wouldn't be surprised if they peppered United or teams like Arsenal, for example. No other team would have paid that release clause. PSG, this is regarding to Neymar, it was his option. So this is what these lines. Most live standstill sports a year ago. SMB says Barca need tourists to go back to the stadium, get sponsors and TV money. A lot of the tourists stopped going to their games after Messi left. They lost sponsors as well, and TV money is down for La Liga. Of course, Messi was a big situation. Of course, I think it's very interesting that Messi has said he's going to make his decision about his contract after the World Cup.
Yo, RDS, you know what? I just want to come in on this Messi thing, man. And I'm pretty sure people are gonna give me grief for this, but I see a lot of parallels with what happened to Barca and Messi with United and Fergie. Remember when I told you guys that we see this happening in football a lot, in history of football, that when a big figure at a club, somebody who the club is just all about him, if that makes sense, like for a very long time, we're talking about decades upon decades. When that person leaves that club, 9 times out of 10, it leaves the club in such a state that it takes years for it to recover. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like the commerciality of Barcelona, their sponsors, even like the way the team was built on the pitch was all centered around Messi. That's why he could get contracts that were like ridiculous. But that was justified because it's Lionel Messi. How could this guy literally say every year I can be a free agent and Barca just sign it off and be like, yeah, that's cool. So when he left Barcelona, I had that same feeling. I'm like, yeah, I feel like dark times are ahead for Barca. Look at it. As soon as he left, they went into Europa League, the first season ever into the Europa League. And like, yeah, go on.
Regarding that, I feel as if La Liga neglected Messi's issue because they were expecting Haaland and Mbappe to come in the next season. Because in their plan it was Mbappe goes to Madrid, Haaland goes to Barca. So they're going to replace the image of Messi and Ronaldo. Hence, they were like, okay, it's fine, he can go. Hence, that's why you saw the backlash of when PSG resigned Mbappe, La Liga was willing to take PSG to court.
Yeah.
Because that was part of the plan.
I'm trying to focus on Barcelona. I get what you're trying to say. But these guys are, I'm sorry, listen, these guys are irreplaceable, man, for at least another generation, man. Messi and the thing about Madrid, they didn't center everything around Cristiano. Like Papa Perez made sure that he was still, the Don Dada there. But like with Barcelona, look how they've just been since he left, bro. Like on the pitch and off the pitch, they are struggling to fill the new camp. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're actually struggling to get fans into their own stadium, and to get all these money from tourism, and to get this big sponsorship deals, and on the pitch as well. The players, they were used to everything. Messi's gonna dig us out. Messi's gonna do this, and now they don't. You know what I mean? It's like they have to learn how to walk again. The club has to learn how to function again.
They weren't. It wasn't just Messi leaving. They were bullying like other top clubs in Europe for players. Like they did it with Liverpool, Coutinho. They've done it with other top clubs across Europe where they just bullied the club. They literally did illegal activities, just going behind like club restrictions and speaking directly to players when they weren't allowed to.
That's true.
What can Liverpool or Premier League or other leagues do? This is just karma for Barcelona.
Of course it is,
it's great that they're declining like this because they've done it to all the major clubs in Europe. They tried to do it to Bayern Munich this season, but they've obviously flopped.
This is what we were debating yesterday. Like, ultimately, every successful or golden era will come to an end. And I feel like Barca's came to an end when Messi was crying on that podium, bro. I mean? I think it's today is the day, isn't it? It's literally a year on from that day when Messi was crying and that sort of thing. I feel like that was it. That was finito. It's ended. They've been covering a lot of cracks like before he left. We're not gonna lie. Like the corner taken quickly, but yeah, they've been declining and they're trying their best this season, banking on winning the La Liga. Yeah. I'm telling you now, this man ain't winning La Liga.
Can I come in?
Yeah, go
on. I just wanted to ask you guys this. In regards to sort of the influence of how many Champions League places each league has in terms of coefficients and all that kind of shit. The thing that really interested me was reading about how Barcelona have been asking La Liga for advances. I said La Liga, UEFA, for basically Champions League money advances. And how sort of, in terms of the Super League and all those kind of things, which Premier League club right now could ask UEFA for a Champions League advance in terms of, we will definitely qualify for the Champions League, so can we have that money now? I'm a Liverpool fan, as you know. I think only City. I don't even think we can maybe at Christmas we could do it. But in La Liga, Barcelona and Real Madrid can basically always, Real Madrid don't need to because they're an actual club. Isn't that so crazy? Like,
but
put it this way, RB Salzburg could ask UEFA for advances, PSG probably always could, Porto probably always could, maybe Benfica, Sporting and Porto probably always could, Bayern always could. Can Dortmund always ask for advances?
No. I think what happened was Barca, they wanted to get a loan, but then they wanted to secure that loan the Champions League advances. I'm getting a lot of feedback. Is that Mike?
Yeah, I think that might be Ariam. Where you? Your mic is a little bit in a different place.
Yeah, I'm walking back home. I'm muted.
Oh, you're walking. Okay, fine. Okay, that's the one.
Yeah, I was just saying that I think that that's my understanding. I could be wrong, but I think they tried to get some loans, and then they wanted to secure the loans on the fact that that they would have. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know, like when the loan company asks you what are you going to be making next season, so they were counting on getting to the knockout stage of the Champions League for the next 4 or 5 years, and UEFA was like, you can't do that. Do you know what I mean? So that's why it was refused. But yeah, there's a lot of things I'm hearing about them in terms of like their finances. I think they tried to do something dodgy with the TV deal, and La Liga said they reported certain projected earnings, and La Liga said no, you're 150 mil off. I don't know how accurate that is, but yeah, they seem to be in quite a lot of turmoil, man, which doesn't make sense that they've signed 3 players at 60 mil and Robert Lewandowski as well on top of that.
But we'll remember, there's English press tax. There's English press tax.
There is English press tax, but there's also Spanish press tax. So this is the thing; it's very difficult to determine. That's why I try and stick to like Fabrizio and various other ones where there's just a little bit of impartiality and just state the fact situation is what is going on. And what we obviously know is that clearly, if Barcelona wanted Frankie de Jong to stay, there would be no issue. It'd be so, even though Laporta seems to be saying over and over again he wants Frankie de Jong to stay. It's like, well, if you want him to stay, then there should be no issue. Then, if you want him to stay, there shouldn't be an issue. Clearly, there's an issue. So, what is the issue? And the issue is that you want him to stay because you want him to cut his wages. You want him to take deferred wages, and he does not want that.
Do you think he's gonna take the wage cut?
No. I don't think he'll take the wage cut because I think that, like I think you said, obviously, it's like anything. It's like I just imagine putting myself in a situation if I was working, let's say. And
I don't think his wife will let him take the wage cut, man. They just got married.
But she wants to stay in Barcelona, so she might.
Yeah, but she won't let him take the wage cut, man. No way.
Listen, Frankie's not an alpha, bro. Like he might be, and that's what Barca. They literally like playing on his heartstrings, because they know he loves Barcelona and he'll probably do anything for the club. Like Piqué just agreed to another wage cut when he's already owed like 40 mil or something.
How many? There were no real
secure attack.
Alphas in Barca. To be fair,
yeah, they're punks, man.
So they're just like even Dembele with the way he negotiated his contract. It was like he got his guy in, wanted to get higher wages, wanted to maybe see if people were up for him, didn't, and then basically signed a new contract, which was much worse than the contract that he originally declined to sign previously. So. But
RDS, you have to look at it from a macroeconomic perspective. If I'm an agent, if I'm ICM or I'm George Mendes or whatever, you can't have Liverpool, Man City, you can't have centralized revenue generating clubs, the most revenue from one area, because then that gives the Premier League too much power. Barcelona have proven in the last 20 years they can hit 1 billion in revenue. Only 2 clubs have done that. Manchester United and Barcelona. So, and Real Madrid, I think, actually maybe did it once or maybe just shy. I think 980. The point is, Barcelona can generate double the money that Liverpool can, Man City can, triple Man City, apart from their sponsorship bans, but no one gets to fucking eat off that except for Man City. Barcelona can produce money. In America, they can produce revenue. In Africa, they can produce revenue. In Europe, they can produce revenue. In England, in Spain, in everywhere, sponsorships, Nike, everyone can eat when Barcelona are up. Not everyone eats when Bayern are up. Not everyone eats when Liverpool are up. Not everyone eats when Inter Milan are up. So the point is, if I'm an agent, I need Barca to be back.
When United are up, people eat. Just putting that out there.
Everyone eats when Man U's up. I will say that. Even if you're newspaper, radio, everyone eats when Man U are up or down, sadly.
That is true, though.
But Barcelona, if I'm an agent, I need Barca up. If I'm a drug dealer, I need more people. I need to supply.
No, but
more.
the reason why we're like this because Lionel Messi. Listen, Messi carried that brand. Man. Let's be real.
Essentially, this whole thing tells me Barca are waiting for the Super League to come. There's a reason why. Bartomeu and Bartomeu was a crook anyway. But I do think there was a reason why those two were the last 2 teams to sort of come out.
And Juve, man, them man are still in the Super League. You know?
Yeah, all three of them still are, for the very simple reason that it's financial. It's always been financial. And had the Premier League teams not bailed out,
if you ask Barca, like, listen, you can play in the Premier League if you want to, they will take it, man. They want that Premier League pie, man. The money is in the Premier League, bro. Like, it's not
interesting. It's interesting because I wonder now that obviously Roman had to sell Chelsea, because the real reason why it collapsed is because Chelsea and City pulled out.
All the English teams pulled out, basically.
Yeah, but it initially starts with Chelsea and City, the kind of two non-American owners. So I always wonder, under now Todd B's ownership, because Todd B is American, FSG is American, Glaze is American, they've got that sort of connection. So you really only have City, who's run by the old
and PSG.
And PSG, but PSG, I don't think they invited
Ryan Reynolds is American.
Ryan Reynolds. The point is that I wonder if the Super League project started again, would there be as much resistance from, because we know that United Liverpool would go for it. I know they would. But Chelsea probably also would go for it as well, in which case you're probably left with just Manchester City as the only club that might not be, and all you maybe need is United.
Yes. In our lifetime, the Super League is coming. Coming.
Arsenal, sorry, I actually even forgot Arsenal and Spurs even. Yeah, they're Arsenal.
You can't forget Newcastle, because they're richer than everyone. Newcastle.
I don't know whether Newcastle would go for it straight away.
Yeah, but Newcastle could blow all of us out of the water if they wanted to.
Yeah.
No, but sorry, is that something he's must on?
I would say if Bayern could, they would, but we will get sued, so we can legally not join any Super League.
No, the real reason is you can't carry on
50 plus 1, innit?
You keep dominating your league. That's the reason. You don't need to join the Super League.
Listen, if Bayern was in the Premier League, they would win more.
No, you wouldn't. The structure would not support.
Nah, Bayern are not winning the league, man.
Bayern chased Jurgen. The best thing out from the Bundesliga when you were making the most broadcasting revenue was when Jurgen Klopp was competing. Then Bayern got scared, completely ripped up the team, and then they've won 9 in a row. But it was so fun. Michael Royce was on the cover of FIFA. A Dortmund player on the cover of FIFA.
Yeah, that's crazy.
When you were good, and then Bayern got scared and just bought the whole team. It was so nasty to see.
Pep Guardiola, it's his fault, not ours. He did that.
Remember that game when Lewandowski scored against Klopp? Man, that was so horrible. That's why Bundesliga, no one really watches it anymore.
Yeah, you take
what was the last big broadcasting deal that Bundesliga got? What was the last big deal it got?
Sorry, let me quickly just finish his comments. Barcelona should have to be up for the sake of the Liga. They're, as even not for sale for Liga, they're the major revenue generators. The issue is that Barcelona Madrid ate up their league. Look at what is being after the Liga. They ate up all the TV money and revenue for the Liga. Mr. Jackson says Chelsea is sneakily an oil club at the moment, and no one cares. Yeah, but now it's going to be Newcastle, Man City pulling out of the top 7.
Newcastle are going to join the party.
Okay.
Hey, Sama, let me ask you this as a Bayern fan. Do you even watch Bundesliga games? Like, because obviously you know what's going to happen.
Yes, they're entertaining for me.
How? When you know what's going to happen, 5-0. Lewandowski hat-trick.
Entertaining, but there's no really competition. But the matches itself are entertaining, so watch it.
Summer, you're a United fan as well, right?
I have a soft spot.
Yeah,
for
you're United.
Yeah, she's a fan.
See, that's why I go
No, I have a soft spot for a traditional club like AC Milan and Man United. That's it.
Why you didn't say Liverpool, you said United.
Why not Liverpool?
I like it because of Klopp. That's it.
Ooh.
No, but my thing is, why is there this stupid soft spot? Like, why are people not laughing? You know, I'm seeing
because
people are so sad about United being shit. Why are people sad?
because United have a treble.
You guys beat Arsenal 8-2 because you're assholes, you're front runners. Ashley Young was clowning Arsenal. Now you're getting dicks and you can't take it. What the hell is this? Why did you beat them 8-2? We only beat you 5-0. We let you off. Why did you do that to Arsenal? RDS, explain why you did that.
Listen, I'll explain why we did it. What happened was Solskjaer scored a goal in the 90th minute and we got a treble. That's what happened. So, Mr. Jekyll, Dortmund raised the most Bundesliga title of any team in that league.
That's cool.
I'd rather watch Union Berlin versus Wolfsburg than Brentford, Fulham, but that's just me, says Mike. That's fair.
You know what? I've heard that the DFB Pokal is the German FA Cup.
Yeah.
You need to watch that, man. You get like teams that in a conference beating Bundesliga team or something like that. Like,
yeah, wasn't it?
Like,
it's
crazy.
2 seasons ago where Bayern got knocked out by that Bundesliga.
Oh my God! Yes.
Was it
Sometimes
last season or the season before? I can't remember.
this was last.
What club did Lewandowski come from?
Dortmund, didn't it?
He came from
before Dortmund. What club did he come from?
Rapid Vienna.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm joking. I don't know.
It was a Polish club, I think. It was an unknown Polish club. I think.
He should have signed for Blackburn Rovers if it wasn't for that volcano cloud.
Sorry, and then is there a link? Sorry, yes, I put it in the link in the chat. Although we will be rounding up soon. By the way, people know what's going to happen in the Premier League, but people still watch. Man City dominating that league, and they're about to three-peat. That is a fair argument.
No, but there's competition though. There's different.
That's the point. At least there's big matches. There's no big matches in Bundesliga.
Yeah, it's big matches. Dortmund, Bayern.
That's not a big match.
How is that big match, bro?
Bayern,
that match is awful.
2 seasons.
Oh yes, Borussia Dortmund lost Haaland as well. What is there? What competition is there for Bayern Munich?
Timo Werner.
Oh yeah, Werner.
It's actually a big competition. You never know who's gonna win it.
Yeah, sure.
I like what Leipzig are doing. I like what Leipzig are doing. Leipzig are doing some good stuff. At least they're making it good.
Liverpool because of the arrogant fans. You said this on HH's channel.
There's no arrogant
fans. Man City hate Liverpool because Man City need a rival. They need some kind of rivals from somewhere. Yeah. They have no rival. Right. They're not my rival. Mind you, RDS is my rival. RDS, you are my rival. I don't care how bad you are. You will always be my rival. I don't care about Man City.
Again, we got the treble, man.
United on
six Champions League. 6 Champions League.
So yes, Massey, go on.
And this was the biggest and arrogant Liverpool fan. He made me hate Liverpool. He was so arrogant. I was like, I can't stand Liverpool.
I don't know whether he turned up after the Champions League final undisputed. I'm not sure because he did. He seemed to disappear after the Champions League final last season.
Yeah, Liverpool fans went into hiding, man.
Yeah, undisputed.
Shout out undisputed.
Final topic, guys. Obviously, the Super Cup is on Wednesday, and it's going to be Real Madrid versus Frankfurt. I'm putting this discussion here because I'm fairly sure this is not going to be that long of a discussion. So, are we? Is this pretty much a done deal? Really? I know Frankfurt spanked Barcelona,
with 10 men,
and just destroyed them. Literally, they went to Camp Nou and destroyed Barcelona. But are we really saying that that they have a chance against?
Yes, there's no chance. Real Madrid's winning this 5-0, maybe 6-0. It's just gonna be too comfortable.
If these German farmers these German sausages, Frankfurt, I dare them to win this game. I dare. Can you imagine?
I think this match matters for different things, though. I think if Frankfurt gets spanked, I think some of their best players might actually leave because a lot of them are staying because they have CL football this year. But I think if they get annihilated, they might think, you know what, CL might be tough. Let's not do this.
I still think they'll do the CL. But my point is, if I want him to win because I would love for a team like Frankfurt to be the World Club champions or something. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of you Liverpool fans hype that cup up when it's
no. Real Madrid are in that competition.
Real Madrid had that thing for 1,303 days. I think when we won it, we broke because they are 3-peats in the fucking
but they deserve it. They're the best club in the world. So,
they're the best club in the world. They're the big. That's how the Champions League final made me feel. I was like, Jesus Christ, these are the biggest teams. This is the biggest team in the world. Oh my God. So yeah, it is what it is. Shout out Man United though. Man United sell the most merch.
Sorry, Mike coming in just back. Welcome back, Mike. You want to give us some thoughts on this game briefly?
I'm going to the game.
Oh yes. You're going to the game. Oh, fair.
Yeah, it's here in Finland, bro.
Yeah,
I get to see Hazard in the flesh. I'll give a report to HH about it. Let's see how it goes, bro.
What if Zod gets injured in the match?
Oh my god, if that happens, I'm kind of excited, to be honest, because Frankfurt, they got absolutely demolished by Bayern Munich. So Massey knows that defending from Frankfurt, that was like League One status. It was awful, absolutely awful. And this might be Kostic's last game for Frankfurt as well. It looks like he's going to Juventus any moment now. So hopefully it's a good game. I just cannot let it go to penalties, because if that happens, the game might end at 1 a.m. here, and I don't want that to. I got to work the next day.
Of course. You mean both. So, I mean, score. Obviously, as someone's going to the game, what do you think? What's your score prediction? How do you think it's going to end?
Well, it should be a Real Madrid win. To be fair, though, usually UEFA Super Cups, they're actually very entertaining. Except for last year between Chelsea and Villarreal, that was a bore fest, but we know why. I mean, that was the two teams are a bore fest, anyways. But you remember when it was like Liverpool-Chelsea a couple of years ago? That was pretty entertaining. The Real and Atletico, didn't it finish like 5-3 or 6-3, some crazy result in the UEFA Super Cup? So I'm gonna go 3-1 for Hala Madrid. They own this competition.
Hala Madrid, man. Hala Madrid. Thanks to Mike. Appreciate it.
Is there like a less Super Cup for the conference? Is there like a less Super Cup, like a mini Super Cup for the conference in Europa?
That comes when they come up with the fourth competition for Andorra, Gibraltar, San Marino, these guys.
United might win that one.
They might.
United might be playing in that in the future. Not gonna lie.
They might. Who knows? So, but the key.
Imagine RDS. Manchester United playing next to the Gibraltar Rock or whatever it's called. Imagine that.
It's possible. It's possible. But I mean, at the end of the day, United. The key thing with United is that, like, is it possible that Liverpool, City, for example, in the Premier League, is it possible they could win a treble? Probably not. So
probably not. Well, probably not.
Many trebles, RDS.
No, but
maybe a quad.
But RDS, don't worry. Chainsaw keeps bringing up the treble we won in 2000 and 2001.
No. 1984, we won 3 real trophies.
What were they? Chainsaw, can you tell me what those 3 real trophies were again?
League title, Champions League, and League Cup. That's a treble. That's an actual treble. 1984.
Okay. Nothing counts.
That's a fake treble, man.
90s. Nothing counts. I think nothing counts what's before the 90s.
But let's be real. Did any team do a treble before United? Because I know like Inter did it in 2010 and Barca did it in 2009. But before 99, what other team did a treble? Do you guys know?
Didn't Brazil win the Olympics, the Copa America, and the World Cup?
No, club team, bro. Like in the same season.
I think
Ajax did that in 95, I think.
95, yeah.
I think so. I think. I'm not too sure, though, if they won the Dutch Cup.
But they probably did it in the 70s when they did their Champions League 3-peat as well, innit?
Yeah, and you can't say Eredivisie tags because Ten Hag is your manager, so don't fall into that trap because I'll be right there.
I'm not saying it now,
I'm right there.
Frank got hurt bad with the Hinteregger retirement. Oh, did he retire, did he?
He retired. Or no, I think he left as a free agent. So yeah, there's no Hinteregger anymore.
Okay, so that's not ideal. So just last sports guys. So who hasn't spoken about their prediction for the game yet?
I don't think Sebastian.
Go on. Okay, yeah. What's your prediction for this game?
I'm gonna say 2-1 for my Frankfurters. Go on.
You know they're gonna be more Frankfurt fans in that stadium than Madrid fans. You know that.
That is true. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, if Frankfurt do it, because I mean, to be fair, Sheriff did beat Real Madrid last season. They did. I think it was 2-1 as well, actually. So
it's 2-1. Only team.
It's not impossible. And I'm sure if they did do it, I'm sure a lot of people would be happy about it. So, anyone else who's not spoken, who's been their prediction? I think everyone has.
No, I think Madrid have it pretty easily.
So go on, Anthony. Go on.
Oh, I was gonna say I think Madrid have it easily. I'm walking outside just like the other Liverpool fans, so I have some background noise. Right. So thanks for being okay with that. But yeah, I mean Frankfurt. I don't know, like. I think Kostic is probably going to be out soon because he's going to Juventus. I don't know if he's going to play tomorrow. Maybe he is, but yeah, I think Madrid have it. I'd say like 3-1, maybe Frankfurt score, but pretty easy game for Real.
Yo, Antonio, let me ask you something because you're an AC Milan fan, right?
Yeah, actually, I joined because you guys were talking about big clubs, so I thought it was appropriate.
Wow. That's true. Facts. More CLs than Liverpool. Anyways, what can you tell me about Adrian Rabiot, man?
Absolute garbage. Absolute.
For real?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like, this guy is so washed, but I don't know why Deschamps chooses him for the national team still. But at least in the Serie A, he's pretty bad. But he used to be much better. But recently, he hasn't been doing anything, honestly. I don't know why Juventus are linked with him. Arnautovic, same thing. He's like a Bologna striker. They don't really do much either. So I don't know. I'd be very worried, honestly.
So you don't think?
I gotta be brutally honest.
You don't think he's worth?
You deserve that signing, Factos.
You don't.
What about his mum? Rabiot's mum.
That's a 10 out of 10 right there.
Helicopter mum tax. Yeah.
It's
nah, his mom is wild, man. How can you be 27 years old and need your mom's permission for anything, man? Like she negotiates on his behalf, man. She turns up at training sessions.
Oh my God.
She crazy, man.
I mean, you know, she lays the law down. So if he's going to negotiate, you know, he's going to, you know.
How old is she?
RDS.
63.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey guys, quick question. What's the transfer fee exactly?
I think they're thinking about 15 million. I think.
I mean, at least you're not getting robbed, but like I don't know. I think like for what United, like from what I saw United, like how I saw them play and what they need.
Oh, he's gone.
Antonio?
By the way, I would say we got Gravenberg for 20 million and Sadio Mane for 30. It's half a Sadio Mane. It's half a
Sadio
Sadio.
Mane is washed anyways, but
he's not.
He's washed.
He's not.
Did you say Sadio Mane was washed, Chainsaw?
I've always said he's washed.
By the way,
you'll find out.
Thiago is always injured. Thanks for the 30 million.
Yeah, but listen, Thiago won 2 trophies. You have to respect Thiago, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but you know, Rabiot, he's a perfect signing for United, in my opinion. It's going to be.
Said the man say he's trash.
No, but it's going to be Rabiot, McTominay, and Bruno. I think that's a perfect midfield for you guys going forward. And
do you see this comment, Chainsaw? Do you see this comment below?
Yeah, but I'm saying it's perfect midfield for you guys. What I pray for, what I wish for you guys, is a Rabiot in midfield.
Oh, this is sarcasm. Also, I'm with you. I understand now. Okay. Oh yeah. So you want Henderson and Milner.
Yeah, but they start for you guys.
And
they start for you guys.
And you want Thiago if he's available. I understand. I understand, Jinso. So Antonio.
Just wait for Old Trafford game. Just wait. Nunes hat trick.
Antonio, you're going to make a point. So you said you got lag. Are you there now? Antonio?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, go on. You there?
Antonio?
Yo, that Italian signal, man.
Listen, I'm not in Italy, my guys. I'm actually walking outside, so I can't. I'm gonna cut in and out. Give me like 2
minutes. Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, I thought Rabiot was like another case of what's his name? Ousmane Dembele, as in a player who's actually talented. He's got the ability, but he's not been consistent for a very long time. But now I'm hearing these guys are saying it's absolutely trash. I don't know why we want to sign him, if I'm being honest with you. But he does play in the France midfield.
But that's political. We all know why he starts with France. There's an obvious reason.
What, because of his mum?
His mum, isn't it?
It is not his mum. Look at the French team, and they have to have a quota of certain players. But I won't go into that.
What? Well, nah. Let me hear this. What are you talking about?
It's facts. They mistreat certain people.
So, I'm not sure about these Merseyside conspiracies, man. Come on, man.
It's not, no. Why else would Rabiot be there? There's an obvious reason, but we don't want to get into that.
Because Deschamps is he has his favorites. That's why.
Yeah, he's
And
fake.
Rabiot is one of them.
Yeah, Rabiot
Bro,
is
it
definitely-
literally took Teo Hernandez like 2 years in his like top form, like statistically one of like the top 3 best left backs in Europe to make the French team. They only included him after France lost to Switzerland, and he was looking to like structure the team. This guy is like stubborn, man. I'm sorry. I don't know. Rabiot, to me, from what I saw, he's not going to solve many of your issues. But then again, he could be the next Kulusevski who comes in, like, and in the Serie A, Kulusevski was like benched. I think that was Pirlo's fault, but he was just like absolutely, like he wasn't really doing anything at all. So
what I want to know about Rabiot is 2 things. One, is he good on the ball? As in, like, can he take the ball and is he like a little bit press resistant? Because that's what we need in our midfield. Somebody who's actually competent on the ball. If he's not being consistent, I'm not too worried about that because our coaches and our managers can sort that out. But if he's good on the ball and he's got decent passing, that's all I want, bro. That is all I want.
I would say that if you're not worried about consistency, then occasionally he can look decent on the ball, and his passing is solid, I would say. And he's also pretty he's physically strong. But other than that, I mean, he can score some headers. But I don't know from what I saw.
Sorry, that's my bad. Let me just quickly read some comments and we'll round up, guys. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of having family members as agents. I don't disagree with that. Gigi says Rabiot, McTominay in the midfield. Yeah, Ten Hag out. Mr. Jekyll.
What about Rabiot and Ericsson?
Maybe. I'm not sure still. Rabiot doesn't play as much as he did before. I think Camavinga, Tukumeni, and even Guendouzi will play more than him. And as even that's referring to the French team. Deschamps just doesn't want Rabiot's mum to stalk him for leaving her son out of the squad. That's also a possibility as well. And take care, everyone, guys. And sorry, that Rabiot on the half turn is terrible. I think it says is Rabiot injury prone. I wouldn't say he's injury prone per se.
I think he's had a couple injuries.
He has had a couple. Factos, Rabiot was playing fullback at times for France as well.
Yeah, man, he's versatile, man.
Right, guys, thank you. It's almost been 2 hours for the roundup on the United Forum. As always, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Chainsaw seems to have one final point. What's your final point?
One more thing, just to clarify my Klopp comments.
All right, okay.
Just to clarify, right? I'm not saying Klopp out. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
their part is better than him.
I'm saying he's top 2 managers in the world. He just needs to deliver more trophies.
You're disrespecting Ancelotti, man.
No. As in in the Premier League, he's top 2, right?
Okay.
Right. He
disrespecting
needs
Conte, man.
But currently, at the moment, right?
Disrespecting Ten Hag, bro.
No, relax. Let me
let Feggy finish. That's a good roundup. Go on.
But he needs to win the league, or at least win the Champions League this season. So it's not just a Pep error. He needs, like Factor said, Liverpool aren't that far from Man City. They're not that far in terms of the squad and starting 11, right? And if Klopp doesn't demand a centre mid, then he has to deliver. He has to, because there's clearly a hole in our team that all us fans could see. And if he can't see that hole, then he's a problem. And then if he doesn't deliver, then he's definitely the problem. If that makes sense, he can't have another Fulham result. He just can't.
Fair enough.
He does his job.
What's this? It said Annex says disrespected Lampard. It says Ancelotti almost got fired last year a couple times. Benzema saved his job, and I agree with that as well. Guys, we got to bounce. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a really good day today.
Peace, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Out. Take care. Peace.
Adios.